Hi, I'm Melissa from Resilience Law, and I'm here to answer the question, do I need a lawyer for my disability retirement application as a Massachusetts public employee? It may surprise you to hear that as a lawyer, I think you definitely need a lawyer. You should have a lawyer for any decision you make. But in reality, the answer is more complex. If you're filing for ordinary disability retirement and you have supportive doctors who are definitely saying, listen, there's no way you can do the job that you used to do. You are suffering from a disability that makes it impossible for you to do the essential duties of your past position. You may not need a lawyer. I do ordinary disability on an infrequent basis, usually for people who have a disability that prevents them from actually doing the administrative work that's required to file. But typically those cases are relatively cut and dry and you don't need an attorney. That's not to say there's never a case where you need an attorney, but generally, if you're filing for ordinary, you might be okay doing it on your own. If you're filing for accidental disability retirement, you don't always need an attorney. If your injury is cut and dry, you were clearly hurt at work in the performance of your duties, you have witnesses, you filed your claim on time, all your doctors are supportive, and your department is supportive, then you may not need a lawyer. However, I have seen cases that I thought were super cut and dry that were mishandled at the beginning, either because the person had an incompetent attorney or often didn't have an attorney at all, where some administrative red tape error was made that has haunted the client and prevented them from getting their benefits for years. I've worked on a claim where a claimant is still waiting for benefits from a 15-year-old injury because they didn't supply the medical records that they needed on time. So in general, I think if you're applying for ordinary disability retirement, you could get an attorney if you think it would be helpful for you, but it's not necessary. But if you're applying for accidental disability retirement, it could definitely be worth the investment in an attorney because your disability retirement benefits are a pension that you're going to collect for the rest of your life. It may continue into the rest of your spouse's life or a beneficiary's life. So I think that having an attorney to guide you through the process, even if your claim is cut and dry, is a worthwhile upfront investment that is going to pay off for the rest of your life, the rest of your spouse's life. Could certainly be dozens of years, 50 years. If your beneficiary is a child, it could be longer than that. So that's my answer. No surprise a lawyer thinks you should get a lawyer. But in this matter, I think really it can be helpful. If you're interested in hiring a lawyer, reach out to me, reach out to someone else, but maybe me. Let's get started.